conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. He's getting his first free throw attempt for the game here.
And a talented swing. And Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Dinwiddie with it. And the pass to Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's VanVleet. Here's Siakam. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden pointing out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Here's VanVleet. Plays it up and banks it in.
What agility from Fred VanVleet in the paint, zipping around the defense.
Bridges outside. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Anunoby. Here's VanVleet. To the right side. And Siakam throws it down.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Passes to Finney-Smith. Over to the wing. Dinwiddie against VanVleet. Bridges outside. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. Yeah, the Nets head coach and I were able to chat. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Now here's Barnes. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot, Barnes finds Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Pirtle is just a brick wall. Then you have to try and roll with him to the basket. Good luck.
And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Now here's Bridges.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
1:58 left in the first quarter. Second chance shot, 6 to shoot. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Anunoby. No points in the game yet for him. Pirtle. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Siakam sets a screen for VanVleet. Fades away. This one for 3. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist from Pirtle. Siakam's got 5.
At the arc, Siakam can be so dangerous. When he gets an opening, he drills it.
Johnson dishes to Bridges. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Johnson finds Dinwiddie. Hits the three-point bomb. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Van Vliet outside. Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Nice shot by Pirtle. 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
As a distributor, Fred Van Vliet is so effective. He knows when and where to feed his guys.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Van Vliet looking around. He gets it in there.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Nets.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Nets Youth Dead Team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Anunoby, good.
Much improved footwork, and he's already strong. Anunoby getting it done inside.
And a deep roster for the Raptors. But, Smitty, do they have the star power, the star talent to win big?
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred Van Vliet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much that we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. The kick out to Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Birtle sets the pick for Van Vliet. From outside, off the mark. The Nets with the lead. Bridges outside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
So, timeout called here. The first for Toronto. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. And finished off by Siakam.
And that's what you love seeing from your bigs. Siakam leaving no room for error with the jam.
Dinwiddie wide open. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Bridges against Barnes. Bridges outside. Pass to Claxton. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Van Vliet. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Claxton, no good. Raptors trail by 3. The drive by Siakam.
An excellent ball handler for his size. Pascal doing damage going downhill.
And when you look at Pascal Siakam, he has only gotten better.
Yes, GA, having his best seasons the last 3 years, averaging over 20 points, and he's a rebounding machine.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Anunoby passes to Purtle. Kicks it out to Siakam. Lets the three fly. Drills it from outside. Siakam's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
The coaches have to love when Pascal Siakam gets in a scoring groove. He's capable of making a big impact on the scoreboard.
Dinwiddie passes to Finney-Smith. That one doesn't drop. And Toronto will come the other way. Down low. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Kicks it out to Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Bridges outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Kicks it out to Siakam. And again, Toronto no luck. Nets have gone 4-10 in the second quarter from the field. Bridges passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Bridges. And there's the pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Now, here's Anunoby with the drive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Very strong drive. OG showing the body control to get to and finish at the rim.
Pascal Siakam getting it done.
24. The Raptors. 28.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
O'Neal is out there with Harris. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Curry in at the point. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Porter kicks to Young. Clock at 6. Pass to Achua. And he just chins right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Brooklyn trailing. Harris outside. Thomas passes to O'Neal. For the lead. Drops in the tray. O'Neal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Flynn misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Thomas with it, picked up by Flynn. Thomas dishes to O'Neal. And stolen by Achua. Right side, Flynn. Porter kicks to Flynn. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Aggressive move by Porter, answering critics who say he sometimes takes too much of a back seat.
It's Curry outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outside Flynn. To the paint. Here's Young. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now it's a three-point Raptor lead. And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have two guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Achua, the pass to Trent. Outside Flynn. Lets it go with a three. Good on the triple. Flynn's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Thomas, no luck. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Porter passes to Trent. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Toronto calls timeout.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
O'Neal against Young. Outside Flynn. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind the last couple of years. Assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, the lob for Simmons. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish and stop.
Here's Trent. And the Raptors miss again.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
They get a hand on it. Young with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the inside, here's Porter. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
That is a terrific play by Porter, one of the more efficient guys in the game. Shows it again right there.
They set the pick. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. And we've reached the end of the third. Toronto ahead as they end the third.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like the point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Barnes against Dinwiddie. Barnes outside. The Raptors rebound. Pirtle misses from short range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Bridges misses. Toronto leading by 8. Siakam inside the three-point line. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Unloads. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Second free throw, no good. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
Curry finds Dinwiddie. Outside Curry. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Toronto. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Siakam misses. Nets trail by 11. Simmons passes to Claxton. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. VanVleet against Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barnes passes to Siakam. Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. Simmons a screen on Barnes. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Toronto leading by 11. Here's Siakam. Oh!
You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
Back to Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
And Pirtle has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Dinwiddie, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession.
Spencer Dinwiddie, second personal foul. First team foul.
Dinwiddie's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Siakam finds Pirtle. And VanVleet on the wing. Pirtle with a screen on Curry. VanVleet passes to Anunoby. Siakam up top. Guarded by Simmons. Pocket 4 to the inside. Stolen.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Bridges against Barnes. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Bridges.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 5. The 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. So it's Brooklyn now. And Simmons kicks to Bridges. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Barnes passes to Siakam. Back to Barnes. Hurdle trying to get open. Barnes can't get it to go. Bridges outside. Simmons on the wing. And so it's Toronto winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visit.
everyone trying to lock in. What a great way to take in a Tuesday afternoon. You're watching the NBA live on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. So a look at our starters for the Heat. Lowry and Hero in the backcourt. Caleb Martin out there with Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5.
Inside Bam really doesn't hold back. He takes his shot right through the foul.
And the second free throw is good. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
Martin outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Simmons up top. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Lowry against Simmons. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Pass to Simmons. Here's Claxton. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Hero outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. Lowry against Simmons. And he lays it up and in.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
And Lowry launches it from deep. And again, Miami with a triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor? Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Butler. Hero outside. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Nets have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Lowry against Simmons. He takes it in. And they double up Simmons. Here's Claxton. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Bridges from outside the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat with the lead. Outside Butler. Hero with it. A minute and a half left in the opening quarter. Takes the 3. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Bridges. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. And it's all knotted up.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Butler against Bridges. Count that bucket.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Screen by Claxton. Dinwiddie with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Hammers the lob through.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. And here's Butler outside. The Heat rebound. Pass to Hero. Martin outside. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Butler. Hero, the pass to Lowry. There's the triple. And there's Hero on the assist from Lowry. Hero's got 5 now.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
For Miami, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Knocks it loose. Lowry outside. And here's Butler outside. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great.
And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Tipped. Here's Claxton. Counted by Adebayo. Back to Claxton. Outside Simmons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Martin.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
He hits the second from the line.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Martin, the pass to Lowry. Hero for 3. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit, but, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Butler with the ball. Picked up by Simmons. To the inside. In transition, here they come. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Man, the defender really went after him. You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Butler. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the 3rd player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Hero. This one for 3. Brooklyn with the board. Bridges outside. Inside. That's tipped. Now here's Butler. He has 7. Left side Simmons. That shot off the mark. And Miami will go the other way with it. Lowry, the pass to Hero. And again, the Heat missing.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Martin. Back to Lowry. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Three-pointer, Bridges. And the Nets, another three. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn. Here's Butler. He got a piece of it. Second chance effort. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler. A minute 29 left in the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Crying for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Three-pointer, Bridges. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Simmons. Down low. Claxton can't get it to go.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And that one falls for Hero. And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Screen by Claxton. And he lobs it up top. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Butler with the ball. Working on Claxton. Adebayo, no good.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
14 foul.
That'll belong to Kyle Lowry.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
He got it off in time. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half.
Brooklyn, 31. The Heat, 27.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Now on the way to the floor. Give it up for Team Height.
Every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, can be a nightmare for the opponent.
Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Max Strus. Gabe Vincent out there with Victor Oladipo. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Yurt 7 in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oladipo on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Brooklyn with the board. There's a screen. Knocked loose. Here's Vincent. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Vincent. To the middle. Here's Yurt 7. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Here's Curry. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's O'Neal. On the wing, Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. It's stolen by Love. Strus against Harris. Strus the pass to Oladipo. Yurt 7 a screen. Back to Strus. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. Strus has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The Nets with a lead.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
Here's Oladipo. Drives to the hoop. And the basket is good.
The top half of Oladipo is so strong. It allows him to take a hit and score.
They set a pick. To the inside. It's stolen. Outside Strus. And the Heat, another 3.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Timeout call, Brooklyn. A full line change here for Brooklyn. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013. Their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. It didn't work out, and it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Claxton, looking to end the run, and he lays it up and in. Claxton's got 10 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Vincent can't hit.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Here's Simmons, and slam dunk by Simmons.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
Oladipo with the ball. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Back to Oladipo. Outside for Love. Pass to Oladipo. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Bridges. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 10 points for him.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "You want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns." I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Timeout called, the Nets. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
So Miami ends up going with a new group. Pass to Claxton. him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Now Martin. Hero outside from deep. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Finney-Smith. Butler against Bridges. Some solid defense from Butler. Hero outside. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. That's out in front, up by 1. After a quick break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Dorian Finney-Smith, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Hero. Yeah, the line with 2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Martin outside. And it's Lowry penetrating. 5 to shoot. Butler passes to Adebayo. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And the Heat lead by 1.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Pass to Bridges. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. The Heat shooting around 44%. Not bad. Here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Bridges. Outside for Butler. Hero left side. Offline with a 3.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
The 3. Nice shot by Finney-Smith. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Butler passes to Adebayo, and Adebayo slams it in.
A tremendous facilitator out of the wing. Butler finding the uncovered man.
Blocking foul. Lowry. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Adebayo with a steal.
Ooh, slick move. Excellent timing and fast hands led to the steal.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat. Dinwiddie outside. They set the pick. Pass to Simmons. Bridges against Butler. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Now Dinwiddie beyond the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Butler. Back to Adebayo. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Here's Bridges. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. The Heat have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Butler. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Left side, Finney-Smith. And no good. Some solid defense from Martin. The Heat with the lead. Right side, Butler. Hero on the wing. Pass to Lowry. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And the Nets miss again.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Butler with the ball. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter here. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 8-point Heat lead.
And Butler... doesn't fear anyone, especially when he's looking to score this close to the rim.
Simmons uses the glass on the layup.
Answering the call, Ben Simmons, huge in the biggest moment.
Martin outside from deep. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Simmons against Lowry. Outside Butler. 41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And finished off by Adebayo.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Pass to Lowry. From downtown. The rebound by the Nets. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges on the attack. Oh, he nails it. And now they trail by just 4. There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter. Butler finds Hero. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. So the Heat win it. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
NBA, the visiting team is always under some added...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For our terrific 2K Sports crew.
The Heat came into the building looking sharp, but it's going to take more than a good wardrobe to get this win tonight on the road. Tip-off goes to Miami. So here's Miami's starting group. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Adebayo is out there with Martin, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Butler against Barnes. Hurdle kicks to Van Vliet. Hurdle with a screen on Lowry. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And with these teams, now we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Now here's Barnes, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Siakam finds Barnes, kicks it out to Van Vliet. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Lowry drives in. Outside, Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And a wide open look for Siakam. No good on the three. The Heat have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. You know, Brett, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number one. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely, you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami, and certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Miami grabs the miss. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Now, Lowry. After OG Anunoby missed from long range, Lowry finds Adebayo. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That three off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Siakam, that's good.
And wiry strong. Siakam just snakes inside and makes a nice play off the contact.
Here's Butler, takes it inside, and it's Butler with the jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Adebayo down low. Covered by Barnes, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And we'll see Bam Adebayo go to the line here. Scotty Barnes picks one out.
One shot.
Hard to tell coming out of college what it was that Bam Adebayo was going to hang his hat on offensively, but for sure, you knew relentless effort was going to be part of his game. That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. That'll learn your lesson.
Hero. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Hero's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Butler passes to Hero. Back to Butler. Hero against Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. And another basket for Miami.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Siakam for 3. It's hauled in by Hero.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Martin kicks to Hero. From past the arc, score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Van Vliet passes to Ananobi. Kicks it out to Siakam. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Siakam's got his 2nd basket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the...
Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court for Miami here in the 2nd. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Martin is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at the point. Butler kicks to Martin. Pass to Adebayo. And he makes good on the layup. Adebayo's got the 2nd quarter going with the 1st basket of the period for Miami. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. 9-point game. And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
Back to Martin. Out to the wing. Adebayo passes to Martin. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Outside Butler, over Barnes. Misses off the left iron. And stolen by Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
The defenders are trying to keep pace with Jimmy Butler, but there's enough space for him to spot the rim and knock it down.
To the paint, here's Siakam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Butler from outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
Pretty good release point from Jimmy Butler. Just such a strong shooter. Looks like he's got limitless range.
Ananobi, good.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that you can afford to give him.
Down low, Pirtle with the steal. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. Oh, in that dunk by Barnes.
And when Pearl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Outside for Lowry. The pass to Adebayo. Martin from outside. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Pass to Siakam. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his second.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement. over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. And here is Butler. He's got 10. Outside, Martin. Butler kicks to Martin. 6 to shoot. Back to Butler. Three-pointer. And again, Miami with the triple.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Van Vliet passes to Purtle. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 5th assist in this one. Hero against Anunoby. Fires at the elbow. Hero, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen it.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
The Raptors shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Adebayo finds Butler. Back to Adebayo. Outside for Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Here's Anunoby. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. The Heat leading by 5.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
And every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Back to Adebayo. And that one, good. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Bam knowing what to do. He's owning the paint right now.
And we finished one half of basketball. Heat lead by 6. Thanks so much, And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Otto Porter Jr. out there with Young. Then it's Gary Trent. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Flynn in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And very quietly, Young just continues to be an efficient player, a multi-talented swingman who does a little bit of everything. Oh, the officials are all over that.
The Heat have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
And Greg, for Kevin Love, he feels like he's got a lot of years left in the league.
And Kevin, coming off the bench should lengthen the end of his career. He can thrive as a bench weapon with that green light, and he's got that light to let it fly with that shot.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Oladipo, the pass to Vincent. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Here's Love. Lays it up off the glass. And the Heat lead by 8.
So using some of that size and strength inside to gain advantage was Kevin Love that time.
Young in the corner. And he banks in the layup.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Oladipo, the pass to Yurtsevin. And he dumps it down.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Flynn kicks to Achiuwa. Going inside. Achua.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, he is only concerned right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Tries from 16, and another basket for Miami.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Achua in the corner. And off the front, and in it goes.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Love kicks to Strus. It's good from long range. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Love has a knack for recognizing when a teammate's going to break wide open.
Lets the 3 fly. Flynn misses. The Heat leading by 9. Oladipo for 3. Love finds Oladipo. Here's Vincent. Off target from 3-point range. Toronto, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And we talk about Porter's reliability. He makes few mistakes finishing around the rim.
Trent against Oladipo. Here's Love. They grab their own miss. They kick out to Oladipo. Off target with his 3. Raptors trail by 7. Trent outside. To the middle. Here's Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Flynn dishes to Porter. Good on the bucket. And now just a 5-point Heat lead.
Yeah, showing he's not just a catch-and-shoot guy on the perimeter. Porter attacking.
Love high post. 17-foot shot on the way.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Flynn. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Trent passes to Young. Inside. It's stolen by Strus. And here we go. Love heading to the hoop. Again, the miss by the Heat. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Flynn dishes to Young. And Young with the stuff.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Oladipo. Kicks it out to Love. Right wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him. That concludes the 3rd quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Miami ahead, leading by... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Martin is out there with Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low.
And what a tool for Van Vliet to have. We know he is great driving it. So when he...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is...
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. There's Hero with the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Van Vliet finds Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Butler against Barnes. And slam dunk by Butler.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Got that one up quick. Van Vliet's got 6 points in the quarter.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
Outside for Martin. And stolen by Siakam. Barnes left side. Driving to the basket. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality from the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle.
Adebayo kicks to Hero. Clock at 6. It's Martin on the wing. Miami needs to get a shot off. Fires the three. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Lowry.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
Barnes outside. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Butler kicks to Martin. Lowry against Van Vliet. Now here is Lowry. He's covered closely. Great D that time from Van Vliet. Passes it to Pirtle. It's stolen by Adebayo. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler passes to Lowry. Adebayo with a screen on Van Vliet to the paint. And Adebayo pulls it down.
Bam stepping up and making a huge play for his team that time.
Pirtle finds Siakam. Pirtle sets the pick for Siakam. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. And Toronto turns it over again.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 2. 1:35 left in the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Adebayo with a screen for Lowry. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Barnes. And that'll be 2 free throws. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time
For your record.
Previous plays
to tell what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Butler gets to Martin. And stolen by Siakam. And now Siakam pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stretch for the Raptors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Adebayo with the screen on Barnes. To the inside. Girdle with the steal. Here's Anunoby. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them the lead.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Hero against Anunoby. Martin the pass to Butler. Martin with the screen on Barnes. Here's Butler. Money!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. Siakam passes to Barnes. And Pirtle has it in the corner. And they go to the intentional foul.
Pascal Siakam. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with the drum. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and Dick.
it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. They've got Johnson, Nicholas Claxton out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there. Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
Anunoby for three. The putback. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Barnes. Outside Simmons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive. Guys, it seems to me that what's gotten lost in all the criticism of Ben Simmons shooting is the fact that this guy is still very special at the things he is very capable of doing.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Simmons. Dinwiddie left side. Outside Simmons. Shot clock at 6. The shot that time not on target. Siakam with the defensive effort. And Simmons has taken a ton of heat recently.
He really has, BA, but it seems to me he's ready to prove his doubters wrong. Maybe he uses all that criticism as motivation to finally improve his shooting, because absolutely on the defensive end, this guy is a terror. And in transition, he puts a ton of pressure on you.
And Dinwiddie, here we go. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Active defense from Jakob Pirtle, that's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Up ahead. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Siakam following the bucket by the Nets. Fires the 3. The rebound by Bridges.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Now here's Anunoby. Van Vliet on the wing. From deep. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Three-pointer, Bridges. No good there. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Kicks it out to Barnes. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Siakam. The rebound by Bridges.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden-Doris, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted, because boy, do things change quickly.
From deep, Johnson, and they'll get another chance. And it's Simmons missing.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And an intentional foul right there. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Now here's Dinwiddie. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 3. Knocks down the triple. Claxton's got 5.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet up top. He's covered by Dinwiddie. And here's Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Dinwiddie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Free throw good, Dinwiddie. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Anunoby. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still in a close game. It's the Nets.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee,
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Anunoby passes to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Pass to Claxton. Deflected. Outside Barnes. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
Here's Dinwiddie. And that's a foul called on Jakob Pirtle. That'll be a second foul of the game.
His second personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Dinwiddie with it. Van Vliet covering. The kick out to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Claxton. Bridges outside.
I'll tell you, the skilled defensive effort right there. OG Anunoby contesting shots, exactly what you would hope for.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open. Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Barnes against Johnson. Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Ben Simmons at 6'11" with elite hops. That's an easy look.
And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
Ben Simmons, a guy who combines size and skill, and he's percolating.
And Toronto calls time here. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And here's Van Vliet from the arc.
2 minutes remaining on the first half.
Siakam against Simmons. Siakam, the pass to Anunoby. Uncovered. Misses off the left iron. The Nets with the lead. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive. Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
And they recover it. Right wing. Here's Claxton. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton, 2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is under review.
A gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
.11 left in the first half. Siakam outside. Barnes the screen. Three-pointer. And again, no good by Toronto. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. It's tipped.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet. 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Into the lane. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Pass to Claxton. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Claxton's got 7 points in the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now Van Vliet. He's got 6. Siakam outside. Puts up a 3.
Ben Simmons, one of the most skilled guys. Very much
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Really an incredible game from Ben Simmons.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
And so in the game for the Nets, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith, Joe Harris out there with Royce O'Neal, then there's Seth Curry, and it's Thomas in at the 2 guard.
Oh my goodness, Gary Trent Jr. saying, "Pops, I got a little hops in my game too." Boy, when it comes to Precious Achiuwa, guys, to me the talent is evident. A big guy who can contribute in a variety of ways.
Screen by O'Neal. Curry, he's open. That shot missing. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Trent left side. The kick out to Young. Harris against Porter. Pass to Flynn. For the lead. 4 on the clock. This for the tie. And he sinks the layup. And that ties it up. Doris, we've seen promising flashes from Achua early on.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about the skill. The next step for him is focusing on becoming more consistent. If he's able to do this, his future very promising because he runs the floor, very switchable on defense, and there's growth opportunity offensively.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
If you are the teacher, I need to hear you at your very loudest.
A line change here for Toronto. Some changes for Brooklyn.
Hoping they return over and over and over again. It's your north side.
The Raptors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. It's Van Vliet with a drive. That puts him in the lead.
Well, don't let the diminutive size fool you. Fred Van Vliet is a strong finisher, and he loves to score.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Will it go? And it's laid in by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Anunoby. It's intercepted. Here's Simmons. And Anunoby pulls it down. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position.
Not great length, but strong as any, BA. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Free throw good. Dinwiddie. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Bridges passes to Johnson. Bridges outside. Fires in the triple. And it's a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Anunoby can't get it to go. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Nails it from 3. Dinwiddie's got 8 points here in the quarter.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Pirtle, the pass to Van Vliet. It's Barnes on the wing. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Can they get it? He's off on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Nets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third.
Guys, when you consider the firepower that the Nets have, obviously built to contend, but the defensive end has got to improve. We know championships are built and begin with the defensive side of the floor.
And Toronto calls time here.
It's time for your north side crew. Come on, everyone. Give it up for them now. That was rockin'. Thank you to our north side crew.
And Doris for the Nets defense. Getting back a healthy Ben Simmons will be a big help.
Well, consider, B.A., that Ben was a 2-time first-team all-defense already in his career. Joe Harris is competitively tough and brings size on the wing. And with some defensive depth coming in, getting stops has got to be the focus.
Across the league, we've seen a lower number of free throw shots per game. Doris, has that stuck out to you?
I think we've all noticed it, certainly, Brian, and there was a long stretch of time where the rules tilted heavily in favor of the offensive player. I think now the league is trying to get back to a happy medium where the physicality is allowed to just go up just a touch, and I think it's 100% appropriate.
Shot clock at 5. And the three-pointer goes. Bridges has got 8 points.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Siakam finds Pirtle. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, the beauty of Pascal Siakam's game, he's still growing, and the guy is so unselfish.
Outside Johnson. Three-pointer, no good. The Raptors have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And Toronto calls time here. And the Nets with possession here. They're on a 15-6 run.
It's your north side.
Van Vliet against Dinwiddie. Here's Simmons. Pirtle with the block. Siakam against Simmons. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has the physicality that you love.
Siakam hits them both. Here's Dinwiddie. 11 points in the game. Bridges outside. With 4 on the clock. And he takes it up and lays it in. Bridges has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges is certainly focused when he gets this close.
And so it's the...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors,
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Could be an exciting finish. Toronto trailing. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Rebound by VanVleet. And for the Raptors, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and back in the seats. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And now the Nets on the break. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
This guy is one of the most dangerous and best open court finishers in the game. Size, touch, and athleticism. Go ahead, Ben Simmons.
Anunoby against Bridges. Pass to Dinwiddie. There's the triple. Can't get it to drop. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Takes a 3. Brooklyn with the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Here's Pirtle. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Pirtle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Bridges outside. Screen by Claxton. Bridges on the attack. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, Scotty Barnes off the deck into the cup. Nice finish.
Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Van Vliet with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And Toronto calls time here. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting that. They've got to figure it out.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He is not happy about their perimeter play at either end. They're getting killed with the free ball both ways. He said it's a battle they can't lose if they want to come out of here with the win.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Offensive rebound. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. Anunoby on the wing. Pirtle, pass to Van Vliet. Pulls up on the wing. Toronto, the rebound.
How about they look to Pirtle in a critical stretch, and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
Bridges against Anunoby. They set the screen. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Nets lead by 7.
Never expect Ben Simmons to miss a wide-open teammate. What a pass right there.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Anunoby against Bridges. A minute 6 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Pirtle with the block. Siakam outside. That three's off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Good work there as it goes.
Ben Simmons in the clutch. Man, that has to feel good.
Pass to Pirtle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Siakam outside. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Count it!
Well, Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5.
Fred Van Vliet.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Three-pointer. Claxton with a rebound. Bridges, left side.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. This one belongs to Brooklyn. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Ben Simmons, also Johnson out there. And it's Bridges in at the two-guard spot.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Kicks it out to Hero. Back to Lowry. Hero on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Heat. 5 to shoot. And it's Butler missing. And here are the Nets. It's a three-point game. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Butler, poked loose. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Lowry, good.
Great floor awareness there by Jimmy Butler, sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
Bridges dishes to Dinwiddie. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Outside for Simmons. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to check on another. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Now, here's Adebayo. Outside for Lowry. That's tipped. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Adebayo. Nice move. That shot off. The Nets go the other way with it. Bridges outside. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim, more often than not having the physical advantage.
Martin kicks to Hero. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Johnson surveying the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 5. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Dinwiddie against Lowry. Back to Adebayo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Not the biggest of players out there, Kyle Lowry, but he has no problem seeing through the defense on that pick and roll.
And Smitty, no doubt the veteran Kyle Lowry certainly possesses a lot of that wisdom at this stage of his career.
Greg, he's one of those guys that his teammates respect. A proven champion that plays with toughness and intelligence, and a big part of this team.
Here's Butler. After the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Adebayo. And he could not get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now.
The previous play is
Tell
under
what
review.
constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Stays composed in just about every game situation. It looks like Tyler has his own version of hero ball.
Now, here's Bridges. Dishes it to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Outside, Martin. Butler in the corner. That's tipped. Adebayo with a screen on Johnson. Butler passes to Adebayo. It's tipped. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bridges against Hero. Bridges dishes to Johnson. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Now Hero. Pass to Lowry. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 4.
Your Heat Youth Dance Team. Okay, fans.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Oladipo in at the point guard. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Loves check in for Miami. Miami's won 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Shoots, kicks it out to Hero. Oladipo outside. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Love with the screen for Butler. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Bridges with the board. The Nets with the lead. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And he gets the bucket. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Adebayo with a screen on Dinwiddie. Hero passes to Adebayo. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Simmons. And I think, Steve, now we see less real grudge matches than we did before. But do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin, I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
5 on the clock. Here's Butler. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Often delivering as much punishment as he takes. Jimmy Butler with a nice finish through contact.
They double him with Love. Back to Simmons. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Oladipo, here we go. Well, wide open look for Love. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Boy, it's great playing with big guys who can space the floor. Love does that and a lot more.
And that one's good. Simmons.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Love with the screen for Hero. Down low. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dinwiddie outside. Simmons a screen on Oladipo. Dinwiddie finds Simmons. Bridges against Hero. From deep, Johnson. And Oladipo pulls it down.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Adebayo passes to Hero. And the Heat, another three.
This is really what separates Tyler Hero as a player. The confidence and touch from deep.
And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all-defense 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Oladipo misses.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Inside, Claxton. Bridges outside. Knocked away. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
He was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
He's an offensive-minded guard with limitless scoring potential. I think Tyler Hero will be a household name soon enough.
Kicks it out to Love. And a wide open look for Hero. That's in there. Love with the assist. Hero's got the lead up to 5 now for Miami. Bridges outside. Passes it to Johnson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Love, no good. Nets trail by 5. Bridges outside. They need this. Simmons can't get it to go. Here's Butler. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Miami. Okay, David, much appreciated.
26. The Nets. 21.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Heat leading by 5. Setting the 4 for the Nets. Thomas is out there with Curry. Then there's Harris. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 5 down low. Back to Robinson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good touch from Robinson inside. The D can't let him get this deep.
Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Stolen by Robinson. Beyond the arc. Vincent misses. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets working the ball around now.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Strus with it. Harris is there. Outside Robinson. The pass to Yurtsevin. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 7.
Nice pass. This team wants Duncan to do that more often.
Curry with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Oladipo goes in. He can't get that one. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Lowry kicks to Strus. No good from outside. Nets trail by 4. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
Now here's Thomas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Curry can't get it to go. Miami leading by 4. Now Robinson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. It's Robinson high post. Simmons is there. 4 on the clock. Lowry for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Dinwiddie. Simmons. Great positioning on the putback.
And forget the pretty offensive skills. Simmons using his length to get some gritty points on that play.
Pass to Vincent. Over in the corner, Yurtsevin. They set the pick. Robinson passes to Yurtsevin.
Gotta respect Robinson as a shooter. That creates passing angles.
Dinwiddie with it. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They got to get a hand in the face.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Omer Yurtsevin. Caleb Martin comes in for Duncan Robinson. Butler, he's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Tyler Hero in for Gabe Vincent.
With your very own Miami Heat dancer. Okay, Heat fans, show some love for your Heat dancers. Brooklyn timeout call. If you want a t-shirt, you've got to get loud. Come on, fans, let's give a huge Miami welcome to the
Nets trail by 5.
Dance crew. That was your Heat Waker dance crew.
Dinwiddie outside.
Give them a round of applause.
To the paint, here's Claxton. Another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he's good on the second. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Butler goes in. Outside for Martin. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 5. To the inside, Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Butler against Johnson. Martin with a screen on Bridges. Hero from long range. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Here's Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tyler Hero picks one up.
What mastery from Simmons. Fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Heat. Leading by 5. And Butler gets it to go.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the middle. It's intercepted. Bridges against Martin. Right side, Butler. Inside, Adebayo kicks to Butler. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now a 9-point Miami lead.
Jimmy knows he's the leader of his team. And shots like this demonstrate his confident mindset.
And here's Simmons for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Miami. Ahead by 9 is the... with 3 quarters behind us. Let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Nets trail by 9. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Butler out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now, here's Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Hero. Here's Bridges. And that one goes long.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Butler against Johnson. Crosses over. Martin against Simmons. Martin dishes to Lowry. Fires for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Nets trail by 9. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now, here's Adebayo. Defense is right there. The kick outside to Butler. Bangs home the trifecta. Butler's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for the Heat.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Martin finds Butler. A shot off that time. The Nets go the other way with it. There's a screen. Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Bridges outside. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Nets trail by 12. Here's Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
The Heat leading by 11. Lowry inside the line. And that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Heat have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Got a piece of it. Bridges outside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, we know Simmons can do this. At 6'11", I don't know that anyone in the league has his vision.
Hero against Bridges. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Bridges leading the charge. And that one's good. Simmons.
And tonight belongs to Simmons. When he's looking for his shot, Big Ben is a problem.
Tipped away. Dinwiddie with the steal. And Simmons kicks to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And so here's Miami after the basket by Brooklyn.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
He makes the first of 3, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw drops, and it's a 7-point game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
On the wing, Bridges. He's covered by Hero. 1:35 left to play here in the fourth. Butler from outside. Simmons pulls it in. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Now, here's Butler. Martin with the screen for Butler. And it's Adebayo in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Heat lead by 9.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And when you don't put a body on Simmons, you risk exactly that. A monster dunker who reads misses well. Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Yeah, easy call.
Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Martin. Butler kicks to Lowry. There's Hero with a 3. That shot off. Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 5. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
And so it's the Heat winning this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So the Raptors starting five, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low.
The more Siakam uses the three-point shot, the more it helps his game. It makes him the all-around player he needs to be.
And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. It's Adebayo, high post. He's working on Pirtle. Back to Adebayo. Here's Martin. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
So much has been given by Jimmy Butler over the years. Hard to believe it took him a little while to make his mark early in his career.
Now here's Hero. Down low. Adebayo passes to Butler. And again, the Heat missing. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Anunoby on the wing. Barnes against Butler. Siakam outside. On the take. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Butler didn't get selected until the last pick of the 2011 draft. Brent, a lot of teams regret passing on him.
Yeah, you can say that again, BA. Once he did get the chance to play, it did not take long to see just how special Jimmy Butler could be. By his third year, he led the league in minutes, and he's just a guy you always want on the floor.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA. It really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Now here's Lowry. The 3. And again, the Heat missing. Out on his own on the break. Here's VanVleet. Finished off the break.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Hero against Anunoby. They need this. Tipped away. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
It's stolen by Love. Hero with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Here's Butler. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Lowry against VanVleet. Siakam with a screen on Butler. Barnes passes to VanVleet. 5 on the clock. And that's a foul. Called on Jakob Pirtle. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Now here's Lowry. Hero on the wing. Left side Love. The 3. And the Heat, another 3.
The execution has been better lately. Do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Now here's Anunoby. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. VanVleet drives, misses from short range. And here's Miami. It's been 8 unanswered for them. And Brent, you look at Miami's playoff pedigree. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times over the last 12 years.
Yeah, and those 2 championships they had in that 12-year period were square on the shoulders of their big 3 that they put together. But I don't see them slowing down when it comes to reloading. This team knows how to do it well.
And it's Love missing. The Raptors with a lead. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, and when it comes to finishing plays, Siakam can beat you back to the basket, facing up and, of course, in transition.
Kind of like playing in a rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. Fades away. And he buries his first look.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Kicks it to Hero. Right side, Butler. Out to the right wing. Adebayo in the post. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
And maybe that's why he's nicknamed Bam. Taking contact, bam, bam.
Here's Siakam. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a good game so far. As we
fans, please give a big round of applause for your Heat Youth Dance Team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
So for the Raptors right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Now here's Pirtle. Anunoby with it. Hero picks him up. And here's Siakam for 3. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Miami trailing. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Now here's Lowry. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Hero right side. Stolen by Anunoby. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat. Miami shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Butler against Barnes. Outside for Love. Lowry outside. Again, the Heat misses. And so here is Toronto. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Siakam, no good. The Heat have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Hero, the pass to Lowry. Butler against Barnes. Back to Lowry. Now here's Butler. Here's Adebayo. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Van Vliet. Outside Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul it.
Butler against Barnes. Adebayo with it. Outside Butler. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys VA are getting a little more creative in practicing now. They will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Lowry. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Well, the catch and shoot is where Tyler Hero excels.
Here's Anunoby. It's Barnes on the wing. Over Butler. Adebayo with a steal. Here we go. Here's Hero. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Siakam, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Now here's Siakam. 9 points in the game. And then Siakam with the jam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Pass to Butler. Adebayo, a screen on Barnes. Clock at 6. Here's Butler. Doesn't go for him. Hurdle with some nice D. Toronto trailing. Van Vliet with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Denied by Adebayo.
And pay him with the emphatic block.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Love finds Butler. Love, a screen on Barnes. Back to Love. Outside Butler. Wide open. Hurdle grabs a miss.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And hold up. We're not going to halftime just yet.
The previous play is
Take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Heat out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just... And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you look at Pascal Siakam. He's been playing really well.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
They've got Max Strus. Duncan Robinson is out there with Omer Yurtseven. Then there's Victor Oladipo, and it's Vincent in at the point. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. The Heat with the lead.
Oladipo, a guy who can live at the line with his power and explosiveness around the glass.
First team foul.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
Think about well-constructed teams and themes that go with that. The Miami Heat certainly leap to mind. Their front office has just done a great job of assembling a deep roster that fits their mentality.
Back to Porter. Pass to Flynn. Trent with it. Tries it from the top of the key. They get it again. Young. Good D by Yurtseven. Miami's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Outside Robinson. Achua with a steal. Here's Young. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Miami ball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Oladipo outside. And he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Precious Achiuwa picks one up.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
Well, you would know the depth of the Miami bench is certainly felt in the strength of their second unit.
Yeah, when the starters sit down, Miami doesn't lose much. There's a tremendous combination of skill and playability that they lean on throughout the course of the regular season. The bench certainly makes big contributions with their minutes.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Pass to your 7. Now here's Strus to the inside. Here's Vincent. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Here's your 7. And another shot. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh my! What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And that one's good. Flynn.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Pass to Strus. Launches a 3. It doesn't go for him. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Young, the pass to Achiuwa. Inside. And it's Porter. That time on the assist by Achiuwa. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Assertive move. You could tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Strus from the arc. Rebounded by Trent.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Outside Porter. Here's Flynn. He's guarded by Oladipo. Here's Porter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Otto Porter Jr. has had some of his production drop in the past couple seasons, but still relied upon as a guy who can stretch out a defense where he can knock down some threes.
So what do you think Otto Porter Jr. has to do to regain that old form, Brent?
Well, I think last year he's in a great position with the Warriors in the role that he played. So leaning more into that, just being a guy available on the perimeter to knock down open shots and take as many as you can at that point.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
Now at the line.
And Oladipo drops them both. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Here's Flynn. No good with the triple. Miami has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's Vincent. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Strus from outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. And the Heat lead by 3.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking the page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Now Porter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Next, Strus picks one up.
And that's a good example Porter is setting for his teammates. You've got to get your elbows dirty. Can't be afraid to get physical.
Miami has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Strus finds Oladipo. Outside Robinson. To the right side. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. To the middle. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
So Miami ends up going with a new group. Van Vliet against Lowry. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star, someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
Butler against Barnes. Butler can't get it to go. The Raptors have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. Anunoby on the wing. He's guarded by Hero. And the foul on the shot. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
The previous play is
personal
under
foul
review.
calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Anunoby.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he drops the first.
Butler gives you so much toughness and determination. This guy can really impact what the culture of your team is all about.
And here's Porter outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we reach it. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Toronto right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. And here's Butler outside. And they'll get another chance. Adebayo. Butler against Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Butler who slams it down.
That's a little something special from Jimmy Butler. There's serious elevation.
Siakam finds Anunoby. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Barnes. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Martin.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Miami trailing. Adebayo in the post. He's working on Pirtle. Oh, deflected. Outside Butler. Kicks it to Hero. Fires for 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. And the Heat lead by 1.
You can tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
VanVleet, the pass to Anunoby. Siakam outside with the drive. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Back to Barnes. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Lowry outside. Stolen by VanVleet. Here's Siakam. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
VanVleet against Butler. Back to Martin. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Hero outside. Driving in to the paint. Outside for Butler. Martin outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Adebayo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Kyle Lowry, he's done it before. He just did it again.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Adebayo passes to Martin. And here's Lowry. Outside for Butler. The 3 is up. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Anunoby. Pass to Pirtle. 1:11 left to play in the 4th quarter. Siakam. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Barnes. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Martin outside. Back to Hero. Pass to Martin. Adebayo with it. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Hero from way outside. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. The shot by Pirtle, no good. And the Heat with possession. 7-point differential. Here's Adebayo. Money.
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
From Tyler Hero.
And here are the Raptors now. Outside Anunoby. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Anunoby. The 3 from Barnes. Drains the triple.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Here's Martin. So the Raptors win it. Boy, a nice... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.